structure that be?
Thank you, Mark, for coming out and speaking about U.S. intelligence intervention in suppressing activist movements. Next up is Josue. He was a former president of Rutgers and has always been involved in the campus organizing community and was the lead organizer on the No Ban, No Wall protest and a key organizer in establishing a sanctuary campus here at Rutgers.
All right, everybody. First of all, I want to start off with the chant, to get some spirits riled up. So repeat after me. DHS, CIA, how many lives did you wreck today? DHS, CIA, how many lives did you wreck today? DHS, CIA, how many lives did you wreck today? All right, hopefully they heard us, right? Hopefully they heard us. But I wrote this speech last night, 4 or 5 a.m., contemplating whether or not I should speak because, the U.S. Secretary of Homeland, former U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security is in there, and as you all know, they are the head of ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement. So I'm undocumented, and that paints a big target on my back. So, nevertheless, I am here because I want y'all to, hear my words. All right. All right, so my name is Josue Serrano. I am undocumented. As Inessa said, I am the former co-president of Rutgers. And I have some words to say. So, five times I tried to take my life. 5 months since my last attempt to take my life due to years of depression and anxiety and trauma directly and indirectly caused by the same department Rutgers decided to invite to our campus today. I remember hiding in my closet in fear of the Department of Homeland Security and their Customs and Immigration Enforcement. I remember having my father ripped away from me by agents who were looking for someone else but took him instead because he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I remember my family bracing for the worst with every new immigration raid that occurred right here in New Brunswick. I remember school teachers in New Brunswick telling me that their kids are going to counselors more and more, showing symptoms of depression and anxiety under this current administration. Is this what you condone, Rutgers? Is this who you want on our campus to talk to us about protecting dissent and the right way to protest? I see you followed their lead, Felicia McGinty, by authoring an anti-protest bill which would give a student conduct violation to any student caught disrupting business as usual. But let me get back to the topic. I'm holding this sign today because every Latinx community member should be reminded of their history. And so every one of you can take a look at the cause of such socioeconomic turmoil in the majority of Latin America. This country seems to actively forget about what they've done to our countries. They have forgotten about their imperialist ways that led to the destruction of progressive political movements and the destruction of economies due to progressive oppressive neoliberal reforms geared to appease their imperialist agenda. We are here because you were there. Why do you build a wall with Mexico and stigmatize their immigrants when you were asking for their labor during the Bracero movement? Why have you ripped apart Mexican families when you destroyed countless community economies with your NAFTA reforms? Why do you take away TPS from El Salvador and Haiti when you were there staging coups, exploiting their workers, and continue to oppress them while doing nothing to aid them? Department of Homeland Security, what will you do to rectify your actions? Because we can count 100 items on our list, but when will you take accountability for your actions? When will you take your bases and military out of our countries? When will you give us the DREAM Act? When will you stop separating families? Rutgers, how many times do I have to stand in front of you and yell at you, protest you, call you out for the simple mistakes that could be resolved if you would just invite the organizations and the people who are oppressed to the table and include them in these discussions? When will you fire Felicia McGinty for failing to do her job? When will you wake up and realize that you cannot control the movement here on campus? We have the power, porque el pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Thank you.
Unido, jamás será vencido. El pueblo
Unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Okay, and if we can get our next speaker.